Hello and welcome. This is Bhragu Haritas from VW Business World, and today we are going to talk about the latest Samsung Galaxy S10 lineup. Then we'll take a look at the Vivo's latest all-screen smartphone, the V15 Pro. But first, let's talk about the OnePlus 60's contender, the Honor View 20. With price starting from Rs 37,999, Honor View 20 looks strikingly beautiful from both front and rear sides. Its glass body at rear has an eye-catching V-shaped pattern, which is revealed when viewed from certain angles. The top portion at the back houses dual camera setup and a fingerprint scanner. Honor View 20 has curved corners, which makes it comfortable to hold. Also, it is easily manageable with single hand. At the bottom, you will find the USB Type-C port, loudspeaker, and a microphone. It's good to see that Honor View 20 has a 3.5mm headphone jack which sits at the top. Instead of a notch, the phone has a hole in its display, bringing us one step closer to having a full-screen smartphone. Honor is the first brand to bring this feature in India, with a tiny circular display cutout where the selfie camera is placed. As this phone has no notch, the earpiece is placed inside the metal frame, and the new punch-hole display design has enabled more screen size. The Honor View 20 has a large 6.4-inch LCD display with minimal bezels around the sides. The screen is vibrant, sharp, has great viewing angles, and good amount of brightness to use under direct sunlight. Honor View 20 runs on Magic UI 2.0 based on Android 9 Pie, which is similar to other Huawei and Honor phones. It is powered by Huawei's latest Kirin 980 processor with dual neural engine processing unit, which plays a bigger role in performing AI-related tasks. Honor View 20 comes in two RAM plus storage variants of 6GB plus 128GB and 8GB plus 256GB. For security, Honor View 20 has face recognition and fingerprint scanner. Both options work accurately and unlocks the phone very quickly. With the combination of Kirin 980, abundant RAM, and smooth OS, Honor View 20 will never disappoint you with whatever task you throw at it. Multitasking, switching between apps, or playing games, everything works smoothly without lagging. Another highlight of this phone is its 4000 mAh battery, and the phone lasts an incredibly long time on a single charge. The handset supports fast charge and reaches 0 to 100% in 1.5 hours. Honor View 20 has two rear cameras, which includes a primary 48MP sensor and a secondary TOF 3D camera for depth sensing. The camera app is feature-rich with plethora of options like HDR, night mode, portrait, and more. The camera also has an AI mode which automatically optimizes the photos, recognizes faces, and scenes. The pictures clicked from the handset during daytime turned out to be amazing, and there is nothing you can complain about. Also, the images clicked in the night were clear and had a good amount of detail. On the front, Honor View 20 has a 25MP selfie camera, which also has the AI mode for scene recognition. Honor View 20 is a powerful phone with competitive pricing and offers features of a high-end smartphone. It is the first phone with punch-hole display. It has excellent cameras, gorgeous design, and great specifications, which might even cause problems for the OnePlus 60. Overall, Honor View 20 is a solid smartphone, and if you are looking to buy a phone under Rs 40,000, this might be the right choice for you. Samsung has recently unveiled their Galaxy S10 lineup in San Francisco recently. They have launched 4 new models: S10, S10 Plus, S10e, and the S10 5G, all with the punch-hole displays. But unfortunately, the 5G model won't be available in India anytime soon. Now let's take a look at the new Samsung Galaxy S10 lineup. Samsung Galaxy S10 comes with 6.1-inch screen, S10 Plus model with a 6.4-inch screen, and there is a new model S10e with smaller 5.8-inch screen. This time, Samsung came up with its new dynamic AMOLED Infinity O displays, said to be the first HDR10 Plus certified displays. S10 and S10 Plus come with the curved edges, whereas S10e has a flat display. Samsung gives premium design to S10 and S10 Plus with aluminium frame and glass body at back. The displays of all three smartphones are said to be really bright and sharp. The Samsung Galaxy S10, S10 Plus, and the S10e, all three of them, run on Android 9 Pie with Samsung's One UI on top. The Samsung Galaxy S10 series have the Snapdragon 855 processor if you get them in the US. The Indian units, however, will be shipped with Samsung's own Exynos 9820 octa-core processor. S10 has 8 GB of RAM and two storage options of 128 GB and 512 GB. S10 Plus comes in 3 RAM plus storage options of 8 GB plus 128 GB, 8 GB plus 512 GB, and a whopping 12 GB plus 1 TB. The Galaxy S10e comes with 8 GB RAM and 128 GB of internal storage. S10 series is capable of fast wireless charging 2.0 and a wireless power share, a reverse wireless charging feature similar to Huawei's Mate 20 Pro, which allows users to charge other key compatible wireless devices using the phones. The Samsung Galaxy S10 models will be available in India from 8th March. Talking about the prices, Samsung Galaxy S10 starts from Rs 66,900, S10 Plus from Rs 73,900 and the cheaper S10e from Rs 55,900. The Samsung Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus are also the first to introduce an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint sensor on Samsung smartphones, whereas the Samsung S10e sports a capacitive fingerprint sensor on the home button. The other differences in these three are in the camera system. The S10's front camera has been upgraded to 10 megapixels, while the S10 Plus has two front cameras where the second 8 megapixel sensor is used for improved depth sensing and portrait modes. The rear camera setup on the Galaxy S10 Plus is identical to Galaxy S10, which is triple camera setup. The setup consists of a 12 megapixel wide-angle sensor coupled with 12 megapixel telephoto sensor and a 16 megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Instead of a triple rear camera setup, the Galaxy S10e features a dual rear camera system, and the telephoto sensor from this phone has been left out. The front camera in S10e is same as the Galaxy S10. Vivo is bringing major upgrades in the V15 Pro, including 32 megapixel pop-up selfie camera, triple rear camera setup, Snapdragon 675 processor, in-display fingerprint scanner and much more. Priced at Rs 28,990, Vivo V15 Pro is a very premium looking device without any doubt. The rear side has a gradient design with texture finish, which makes it beautiful as well as comfortable to hold. The front is all display without any notch and minimal bezels. The right side has power and volume buttons, while the left side has a dedicated Google Assistant button and microSD card slot. A 3.5mm headphone jack and the pop-up camera are on the top, while a speaker and the SIM card tray are on the bottom. The new Vivo V15 Pro features a 6.39-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display. The handset's design gives a true full-screen experience similar to Vivo Nex. With the elevating front camera and soundcasting technology, Vivo has been able to remove camera and earpiece from front, which resulted in increased screen size. V15 Pro runs on FunTouch OS 9, which is based on Android 9 Pie. It is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 675 octa-core processor, coupled with 6 GB of RAM. The phone comes with 128 GB of internal storage, which can be expandable up to 256 GB using a microSD card. The new Vivo handset is backed by a 3700 mAh battery, which supports dual-engine fast charging. Vivo V15 Pro sports a 32 megapixel pop-up camera setup, which is the first in this segment. The rear has a vertically aligned triple camera setup including a 48 megapixel primary sensor, an 8 megapixel wide-angle sensor and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. Supported modes are Pro mode, night mode, wide-angle, HDR, portrait mode and much more. The in-display fingerprint scanner is also present this time too, which Vivo claims is much better than the previous phones. The Vivo V15 Pro seems to offer capable hardware at Rs 28,990, but is that enough to beat the competition? Stay tuned for our full-length review of the Vivo V15 Pro. Many brands have started unveiling their 5G smartphones. Some companies have also announced about bringing 5G phones in India soon. But how soon will this high-speed technology be accessible in India? 5G is the hottest tech trend of 2019, with every other smartphone brand showcasing their handsets. So how soon, in your opinion, will an average Indian user be able to use 5G technology in their smartphones?
I don't foresee 5G services before 2020 in India. So having a devices right now wouldn't make any practical sense. But yes, Realme would be much ahead before the services launch. So we would still say that being a practical and a realistic approach, that's what Realme is all about. How can I bring a device without having the service? So I will still wait for the service to come down and we'll be ahead to launch that 5G devices before the service comes in.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned to BW Business World for more such content.